And we are back. We're back in the Fat Pad.
What's up, bub?
We are recording on a Saturday morning.
What's going on,
We
guys?
also have a special guest with us here today, Dan Reynolds. For those of you that didn't see or don't remember, we've had him on a few months ago, and you'd lost a ton of weight. How much was it again?
200 pounds.
200 pounds. Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Have you added on since last time we talked?
No, I'm stagnant right now, but
Yeah.
I'm okay with that as
We're,
well.
we're both. I've been stagnant for about 5 months now too. It's super, super frustrating.
Yeah, it's been a little longer than that, but it's all right.
And I know that you were training for your first triathlon, but we're going to get into that in just a little bit. Your triathlon experiences, but we also are about to go do a mud run in about an hour and a half, which I'm pretty excited about.
We got a team of 4.
Yeah.
Wife, come say hi real quick. Oh, no, she's
We got
super
Charles'
shy.
wife off camera over there. So we're all wearing clothes that we're going to get completely fucked up here in a little bit.
It's been raining for 4 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. So very excited to have you on, Dan. It's really good to see you again in person in the Fat Pad this time.
Right?
Yeah.
No.
But
Excited.
me and Charles have business we need to take care of first. We need to weigh in.
Oh, we do. All right. Go ahead, bub. I'll let you weigh in first.
All right. I forgot to put batteries in this, so we'll see if it lasts.
I hope it dies after you weigh in.
Taking my shoes off, of course.
Oh, I'm not. I'm leaving them on.
I get down to my skivvies when I weigh.
Yeah,
I do too. But I'm on my second monster already, and I ate breakfast, so it's going to be a little bit heavier this week than next. Plus, we weighed in 4 days ago.
Oh, yeah. That ain't,
233.1 going down.
Are you down? Nice.
Going
nice.
down. Here, we can just put it over there.
Yeah, true. I might have to take the shoes off because it might say like 310.
The shoes are going to take, what, a pound off?
Probably closer
Maybe.
to
310 even.
I'll take it. Oh, my back. I need some biofreeze, bub, before we do this race.
I love biofreeze.
So I'm down. Charles did not lose 2.5 pounds, so I have to think of yet another punishment that he doesn't even fucking follow.
I have been following your other punishment that went into effect 3 days ago.
That's true.
So,
This has been a short week.
yeah, so I don't think this week should count towards that.
Well, let's see where you end up next week. It's still log your fucking food every day.
Oh, I will.
I banned him from lifting weights until he gets under 300 pounds. And he was like 0.1 pounds away.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then he went back.
That was my breakfast.
Bro.
I had to get some freaking calories for the
Dude,
race.
we've eaten enough for the next 3 months. We're okay.
No. Gotta intake that Spam and eggs, bub.
But anyways, recording in the morning is weird, dude.
It is.
I'm not like tired and worn out. It's nice. But
Yeah.
anyways, Dan.
Yeah.
How you doing? What are you in town for?
In time for my mom's birthday.
Yep.
To do
Happy
the-
birthday to what's your mom's name again?
Pat.
Pat.
Happy birthday, Pat. From the Fat Pad.
Do this mud run with you guys and
Hell yeah.
hit up some IndyCar races.
Is the IndyCar race like at the place in like Collinsville or whatever?
I think it's Granite City.
Yeah. The NASCAR track. I would
Yeah.
imagine. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I've never been there. Driven by it a bunch of times, but I've never been there.
I like IndyCar, and I was coming up this weekend, so I was like, why not?
Yeah. My office has an office in Indianapolis, and they like go bananas for the Indy 500 every year. They're like trying to convince me to go out, so I might try to do that.
That was a
next
couple
year.
weeks ago,
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
it?
a bucket list race for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, if I go, I'll
And the
hit you up,
brickyard.
dude.
Yeah,
And the
let me know.
brickyard.
But we appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you being here in studio with us. It's nice. But I kind of just want to get into it. How so you were training for a triathlon, and I understand you've now done 2.
Yeah.
And when was your first one?
Oh, shit. April.
April. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And how was it?
The first one was tough.
And it was a sprint distance, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
750 swim, 15-mile bike, and a 5K?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and going into that one, a couple weeks before, I started to do a job switch, so I didn't really have much, training time because of transitioning into a new job.
Yeah, sound like us. We're like, we have all these grand plans, and then we're like, oh, fuck, we got to race this weekend.
Yeah.
Let's kayak this weekend. No,
exactly.
Yeah. So I took off in the water and started running to the water, and wasn't ready to run into the water to start swimming. And then with the water temperature and the waves, because it was stormed the night before, so it was choppy. Swallowed some salt water right out of the gate.
That's a great way to start. That's
Yeah.
a great way to start.
Yeah.
We have not done a run into water one yet either. I think we're about
2 weeks.
to, though.
Yeah,
I think we're about to.
Yeah,
But with the wake, that would be tough. Dude.
my advice is to kind of walk in, not to sprint like I did in.
Oh, I'm walking for sure.
Yeah. Everybody can sprint past me. I don't care.
That was the difference in the second one. I walked in because the first one with that, and I had to literally just grab onto someone's paddleboard out in the water for like 5 minutes.
Oh, really?
Thought I was good. Started swimming. Yeah, nope, was not good. Thought I was going to drown, but ended up making it through. And then the second one, I walked in and took 10 minutes off of my swim time.
Dude, hell yeah. I actually was like, because was the second one you did a little bit shorter of a course?
Just on the bike.
Just on the bike. Okay, that's what it was. Because I was like, holy fuck, he's fucking smoked this race when I was looking at your Instagram. Follow him on Instagram. What's your...
D Reynolds 72, I think.
D Reynolds 72. Give him a follow. It's been awesome to see. But was there any lessons learned after your first one?
Yeah, the transitioning was a good one. I mean, my second transition on that second one was less than a minute.
Oh, hell yeah,
between
dude.
bike and run, because I wore my calf compression sleeves because me personally, I got to wear them.
I've never worn them before. I should probably try them out.
They help with my legs. I pull muscles pretty easy. I don't know why, but it helps. So I swam with those on this time because those will slow you down trying to get them on because they're so tight. And I went barefoot in my running shoes and just wore my running shoes on the bike.
Did you get crazy blisters?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that's like when you see the professionals, they all do just like no socks.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, my feet, like just the thought of it makes my feet feel weird.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was weird at first, but I mean, ultimately it paid off. So
I was going to say my last try that we did, the socks is what fucked me up big time.
So you said that you don't have clip-ins for your bike. What bike do you ride?
I rented a bike because my bike's a Marin mountain bike. So I rented I can't remember the name of it, some Italian.
Both times then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to end up buying the bike when I get back home.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Charles did our first 2 triathlons on your
dual sport.
Yeah, dual sport. It's like a mix between a mountain bike and a just a cruiser bike.
Yeah.
And
it was tough.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier on these nice bikes that we have now.
Yeah, it is.
It's stupid.
Yeah, but so I did the second one, and it was 2 miles shorter on the bike. But still 23 minutes.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's huge.
I thought it was only 10 minutes at first because I was so gassed that my brain wasn't functioning. So I was like, oh, okay, 10 minutes. Yeah. So I go back and I start looking at my time. I'm like, I just took 23 minutes off. Like, holy shit.
Dude, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So what was the first one was the St. Augustine's?
No, there's a St. Anthony's triathlon. It's a big one down in Florida.
I've been looking at it and I kind of am interested.
You guys should come down next year.
I think that would be very fun.
Yeah. I've already signed up for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. And then what was the second one called?
And do the Olympic with me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, you're doing the Olympic next year in April.
Yeah.
We're doing our first Olympic in
I know.
2 weeks.
Look, they came out with sign up now and save, and you guys had just announced your Olympic. I said, you know what? Fuck it. Boom.
Yeah.
We'll see how the Olympic goes in 2 weeks.
Yeah, you can cuss.
Okay.
Fuck yeah, you can cuss, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you cannot cuss. My mom says less cuss words on our podcast. We'd have more followers if we would cuss less.
My parents watch. They've never said anything about cussing, but also my whole family cusses a lot. So
I haven't seen your parents since we were kids.
Yeah, so we are about to do the mud run, and then Charles is driving home to Indiana. Ooh. And I'm driving to Michigan after this. So I'm going to see my dad for Father's Day. So I'm very excited about it. Going to go swimming, bringing my bike. I'm actually bringing my old bike too, because I'm going to just leave it up there so I can ride. Because my mom has a bike up there, so we can ride together.
Oh,
and
that's so cute.
New pickleball courts went in right by their house.
Oh, yeah?
So pumped about that, dude.
I still haven't played pickleball.
It's very fun.
Yeah,
Charles was talking all sorts of mad shit about how good he was at pickleball, and then he backed it the fuck up when we played. And I was just like, what the fuck? But yeah, he was keeping my friend Richie honest, who like crushes us.
Yeah.
Me and Jared. Do you know Richie Monroe? He's a few years younger than us.
I think I remember him growing up.
He's from Fayetteville.
Yeah.
Me and Jared, we couldn't find a fourth. We went and played Richie, just me and Jared versus Richie for 3 games, and he absolutely crushed us every game.
You got to make him run.
Well, the thing is, I kept hitting it in the net, and I was getting super mad and throwing my paddle. And I was like, I'm taking this way too seriously.
First of all, it was the hottest day of the year so far when we played.
It was.
And I just made him run everywhere. Like, I was just hitting dink balls this way, dink balls this way.
Yeah. Richie still did pull it out, but I was impressed. I was literally blown away. Blown away. So I want to play more. I'll get better playing against you, dude.
Well, the wife, we played for the first time last week. She can hit her serves. And look, she's so happy.
Did he take it easy on you?
I did. I did take it. You still didn't score a point, and I took it easy on you, babe. I was trying to do rallies with you, and then she would just like try to hit it as hard as she could. You know, like the kid finally figures out what Western grip is in tennis, and it's just like, and just net out of the, because it's a fenced in area.
Yeah,
she had to keep chasing because she kept hitting them out.
So, I know you
love you, babe.
You did your first try. You've done your second try.
Yep.
Is there any more besides the same one that you did? Is there any more in the plans? I love that you got the itch though.
Yeah, not yet. I'm doing the 4 miles on the 4th of July. That's kind of where I started out last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Tough Mudder in August so far. I mean, that's really kind of all I got in the books. I'm looking at this thing called a triple try in Florida. It's like 1/4 mile swim. I forgot what the miles on the bike were, and then a 2-mile run, and you do that 3 times, repeat times 3.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That sounds rough.
Do you swim in a pool for that? Or
you swim in a lake.
With gators? No, thank you.
Charles is for some reason so scared of sharks and alligators. Like,
no, it was bad. It's not bad. Like, so the bay swimming is different than the Gulf swimming. I learned the Gulf swimming actually is a lot smoother.
Really?
Yeah. I think that's what helped my swim so much on the second one.
So
there's still crocodiles there, though. I'm just saying.
And
they're going to go away from you, dude. They're not like...
Most gators will just go in the water away from you if they see you.
Yeah, most. I'm not worried about most gators. I'm worried about that one. It's just like, he looks good.
I was just saying, I'm gonna need help convincing Charles that we need to go down for that.
But look, you got so many people around you; they're not going to be messing with you.
Yeah,
There's so many people there.
I'm gonna be the slow one of the group.
No,
like,
and look how delicious he looks.
I mean, look at this. Freaking, they're looking at me and they're like, "It's Thanksgiving, Butterball, let's go."
But
no, you're fine. I was just fixing it.
So the Chicago Triathlon is hosted by this thing called Super Tri, which is the same thing, but I'm pretty sure you do an Olympic 3 times in a row or something like that. So it's kind of the same.
An Olympics?
Yeah. They're like, maybe it might not be Olympic. It might be like a little bit longer in a sprint, shorter than the Olympic. I don't know exactly what it is, but I was like, that's fucking crazy. But that's rad. Like a super mini one, that'd
be cool.
Maybe be interested in trying, but that's crazy.
It would suck to take your shoes on and off so many times to do all that.
Well, if you just barefoot it, like he was saying, I don't think it'd be that bad.
Get the Velcro backs on the clip-ins, like some people do.
Yeah, because like I said earlier, my first triathlon, it was on Star Wars Day, the first one we did this year, and I brought my long Star Wars socks because I wanted to represent, and I couldn't get him over the timing chip, and then I was like crashing out big, and then Charles comes up behind me, "What's up, bub?" I'm like, fuck. So yeah, it was but it ended up working out. I do think that me and Charles are in for a very rude awakening.
Oh, we are, because we are not training like we should be.
No, we're not.
Like if we were 200 pounds and in shape, or like my wife's in shapeness, then it would be okay with what we're doing. But when's the last time either one of us have even biked 25 miles?
Well, it's been raining nonstop.
Exactly.
Nonstop.
We've swam a mile straight once.
Yeah, I'm not super worried about the swim, to be honest.
I don't think I am either anymore.
What's your guys' goal time? Just to finish? Or
just to finish. So they have a cutoff. It's 4.5 hours.
Okay.
So 4 hours, 29 minutes.
Yeah, that's essentially because we did a practice Olympic triathlon last year.
Mm-hmm.
It was really rough. It was really rough.
Nice way to put it.
Yeah, it was really rough. So like we just got together, we swam a mile in a pool, and then we like kind of took our time and rode 25 miles, and then walked a 10K.
Mm-hmm.
I was dead the next day. I also was like probably 40, 50 pounds heavier at the time.
Yeah.
I was lighter at the time.
But we did it in 5 hours. So
Okay.
I've really been looking at the numbers because I was starting to get concerned about the cutoff, but like you can swim at like 3-minute 100s and average 14 miles an hour and essentially walk the entire 10K and get it done in like 4 hours and 15 minutes. So I'm not super concerned. I just don't want to like hurt myself or have a heart attack.
Right.
You know,
Right.
like that's what I'm
That's
worried
always
about.
that's the worry.
Yeah.
Well, I have to be done with the swim and bike in 2.5 hours because I am walking the full 10K. I'm too fat to even
Just
think
finish,
about.
you know?
I mean,
that's
something
to say, right?
Yeah,
there,
that's the goal. Like with the sprints, you know, we were going for time and stuff. I would like to be under 4 hours. I really would, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But like I was saying upstairs, like the one thing I think the bike I'm going to burn myself out on because I'm going to be like, all right, this is where I can really make up a lot of time. But we'll see.
Well, 15 miles an hour gets you an hour and 45 minutes, right?
Yep.
So
something like that. That's kind of what I'm shooting for, to be honest.
I'm hoping for an hour and 45, and then both transitions in the swim together around 45. That's my goal.
Okay. Well, in November, St. Pete, we also do they do Run Fest.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool, and there's no gators because it's in downtown area, St. Pete, right by the bay.
There you go.
So they do like 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathon, and it's like a whole weekend event.
Mm-hmm.
I'm debating either doing what they call the Stingray double play or the Tortuga triple challenge. So the double play is the same day doing the 5K and the 10K.
Ooh.
Or the triple play is doing the 5K, 10K, and then the half.
Damn, dude.
Next day.
We're talking about doing a half marathon at the end of the year.
This dude is at a different level.
Right I know. We're talking about doing a half marathon at the end of the year. I do think that is a goal that we should really set our sights on.
Yep.
But we'll see.
We'll see how this Olympic goes.
We're not getting younger. I mean, I do have muscle relaxers whenever, you know, after the race, like that night, whenever everything's tense up.
Yeah, I remember after Chicago, I mean, I could barely move the next day.
Yeah. Chicago was hot. There was a lot of asphalt. It was very, very hot. And the wind on the bike.
Yeah, and I heard you drove all the way back from Chicago right afterwards.
Yes.
I just did something similar on my second one and regretted it. So,
yes.
I mean,
It was absolutely terrible.
I only drove an hour.
Looking at her too. I'm like, yes, we did that.
Yeah, I did that after the second one. Went over to Daytona Beach for work, 3.5 hour drive, and then stayed in a crappy hotel, crappy bed, and almost couldn't walk for 2 days afterwards.
It was really bad. Like sitting there and pressing on the gas pedal brakes. You know, just getting out of Chicago, how bad the traffic is.
It sucks.
My legs were done by the time we got home.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, we were doing something. I think it was driving back from Florida. Like I had a whole lower body cramp too because we had been walking around Disney for 5 straight days.
Yeah, it's insane. You drove down there, dude.
And then I drove straight home, and like when I hit Kentucky around Kentucky Lake, like my legs were feeling weird and everything. I'm like, I'm just driving, but like we were averaging like 25,000 steps a day. My legs were just gone.
I'm never making the drive from Illinois to Florida again.
Why?
I told myself whenever we moved to Florida, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
You have, haven't you?
No.
Oh, you haven't? Oh.
Not since.
I've got 3 kids. It just makes sense.
Yeah,
it really does.
It does. I mean, whenever you factor in the airfare and, you know.
Especially nowadays, man. Our tickets to New York were crazy.
Yeah.
But our tickets to Ireland were not.
Well, that's just it. Her ticket to DC last week was like $450, which isn't that bad.
No.
But then her ticket to and from the Philippines was right at $2,000 after taxes.
Ooh. Our tickets to Ireland for both of us were like right at $2,000.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah,
it's crazy.
Brutal drive.
That's crazy.
But so you know, you got your tries under your belt, and so you're thinking your next one's the Olympic.
Yeah.
And it's in April, you said?
Yeah, I mean, I might do another one in between there probably, but if I do, I'm probably gonna wait until next year to do the full.
Yeah, get settled into your new job too. You know,
Yeah,
you got a lot going on.
The Fort DeSoto one that I just did, they do a series. So there's one in August, and then there's one more still this year. So they do like 4 of them a year. And then there's like other ones in the area. So I'll probably still do a couple more, but you know, I'll probably sign up for them just last minute.
Yeah, that's kind of what we always do. Is we always sign up for everything last minute. Like, I think we signed up for Chicago Tri the week of.
We're gonna see if I really like this one in a couple weeks.
I don't think we're going to. Like,
if I really like it, or if I need to redeem myself, I'll probably sign up last minute for Lake Springfield in the next month.
I can't do that one.
I know, because you have a concert.
Yeah, I have a show.
You can just go after the show.
No, it would be before the show. There's no fucking way,
dude. You can drum,
and
just have someone in cowbell in the background. That'll be your drums.
I'll just record myself the night before and just sit there and play it and sleep. But
that would be hilarious. Actually,
that would be pretty funny.
So, does Florida do tries all year round?
Yeah, I mean, because
that's awesome.
The weather's so nice year round.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because the water in the bay does get cold, so they allow wetsuits, you know. Stuff
yeah, that's true. Yeah, because
did you wear a wetsuit?
No, probably should have on that first one though.
Yeah, Charles.
I don't want to talk about
Lake Michigan was real cold when we did the one in Chicago.
I went swimming. I remember swimming in Lake Michigan in August, and I thought I was freezing.
It was. I've been swimming in Lake Michigan my entire life because where I'm going is my parents have a vacation house. My grandparents had a vacation house up there for like when I was a kid, and it feels good right at the end of August, and then it just starts to get cold again. Right, because like the weather changes. It's crazy, but I mean I love it. I've always been a cold weather person.
It was terrible. You know what I mean? Like I jumped in thinking, hey, I'm going to try to keep up with Scott for as long as possible, and like it took me probably 5 minutes of being in the water, like. After I swam away from the ramp everybody jumped into, I kind of treaded water there for a minute, like doggy paddled, because I'm like, this is cold. Like, I was like, do I want to do this? You know, like that was going through my head. Like, is this really worth it to me? Yeah. Like, you know, then a bunch of idiots were swimming in front of I really wish people knew how to swim at these tries. Like, they just cut straight left, cut straight right.
Swim on top of you.
Swim on top of you.
Yeah.
Grab your feet.
It's going to be interesting, this one, because the one in Chicago, I'm a strong swimmer, and I was just straight crashing into people because they were going so slow, or like coming up to stop, and I would just slam into the back of them. I kind of felt bad, and I kicked a kid on our last one.
Oh, I kicked the same kid because he grabbed my ankles twice. Yeah, dude.
Trying to get at them dogs, dude.
I mean, if someone grabs my ankles, I'm kicking them.
Yeah, exactly. I felt really bad.
Especially if I'm in the ocean and I'm sitting there thinking of sharks and gators. I'm going to be kicking and punching, Bob.
Just don't cause a bloody nose. That'll attract the sharks.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. There you go. But, no, I mean, I think that I keep fucking it up. What is the first one? Saint Anthony.
Yeah.
Because I've looked at that website a few times, and it does look very fun. I'm going to try to talk this guy into going to do it with us.
Lake Havasu in March.
This would be way easier and cheaper.
Lake Havasu in March would be a lot funner. Let's go to Lake Havasu.
He's already signed up. We'll see.
We can go back-to-back months. Back-to-back, man.
Ooh.
We can knock out like 7 next year.
No, don't go down this fucking road again. Don't go down this road again.
This isn't going to happen because you know what he wants to do.
We're going to do a Spartan race next year.
That would be fun.
That would be.
Yeah.
They do one in Raymond James Stadium in Tampa.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I saw the two bears.
I wanted to go to that.
Yeah, Two Bears, one cave. They hosted one at Raymond James Stadium. Yeah. And like, the 5K didn't even leave the stadium. It just like went up and down all the concourses. This is pretty cool. Look fun.
Look hard.
Stairmaster challenge.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, when I go to the gym and I see these people in the Stairmasters for like an hour and a half at a time, I'm just like,
dude, when I was
I only do the Stairmaster one time a year. Yeah. And that's on 9/11 to do the challenge.
Yeah. That's it. When I was going to a personal trainer before I took anything seriously for a while. I was still 300 pounds. I was still smoking a pack a day, and I was going to a personal trainer once a week. And that's the only thing I was doing. I wasn't eating well. I wasn't exercising outside, but he had me on the Stairmaster thing, and it fucked me up.
Stairmaster ain't no joke.
St. Louis has like a floor climbing event that I kind of looked into, but it was the same weekend that we had something going on, but you like go up like 40 stories or something.
No,
and I was like, I bet that wouldn't be that bad. And then I was like at a Cardinals game recently and walked up to the top floor of the parking garage. I was like, oh man, this is way easier than it used to be, but it sure isn't fucking easy. Huffing and puffing, dude.
But you can go at your own pace on Stairmaster.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know. I should hit one of those. I haven't done one of those in a long time. I should try it.
Well, because we just look at them when we go to Planet Fitness. We're like, those are for idiots.
I leave it alone.
Yeah, I mean, I used to get so winded just going from here to like my second floor, and now it doesn't bother me at all. So that's a positive.
It's always a positive.
Yeah.
You know,
I used to get winded walking up the stairs at night to go to bed.
Oh yeah, all the time, dude.
She would give me shit about it all the time.
I'm like a toddler, dude. I still run upstairs. I just do. I don't know why. I still always like kind of run up.
Well, we race up the stairs for.
Well, yeah, you got kids. That's what they do, dude. Yeah.
So we race, and Lucian starts like pushing the girls down. So then I just grab him by his ankle and throw him down the stairs and run up to the top real quick. That's why you have carpeted stairs, okay?
Yeah, no kidding.
So, what do we think about this mud run? The mud factor that we're about to do.
I think it's gonna be fun.
I think it's gonna be muddy with all the rain you guys have had.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think so too. So I kind of forgot because we signed up for this so long ago. I kind of forgot what some of the obstacles are, and I think it's going to be pretty hard.
Well, because we got to go up like walls and stuff.
Yeah.
So our game plan, since you are the tallest person here, we're gonna get you up the wall first.
Okay.
So you might actually be able to reach down and grab her arms because she's so short, and then you can just throw her up over. She's like 80 pounds, but just throw her up over. We'll catch her and we'll just keep running. We're getting first.
No, we ain't getting first. No, I'm planning on taking my time and just having fun with it.
Yeah, I just want to have fun. I also don't want to slip and fall and break something.
That is my most important thing. So I'm going to be careful. I'm also going to be mounting my GoPro to my head and see how that goes.
Yeah, you said your chest, and I was like, well, we got to crawl through mud.
I did get a chest mount, which I'm pretty excited about. But I was reading a bunch of stuff online that's like, it's a huge pain in the ass, and it just gets covered in mud like immediately. Yeah. So we just got to, yeah. So we'll see. I am excited though. I've always kind of wanted to do.
Are you excited, babe?
Yeah, that's the video.
She watched the video. Yeah. She's super excited.
I've always wanted to do a Tough Mudder, but they don't come to St. Louis. Like I think the closest one is the one you're doing.
Yeah,
in like Rockford, right?
It's Rockford. They call it the Chicago one, but it's in Rockford. It's in August. That's what I'm doing for my 40th this year.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that's coming up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, happy early birthday. I'm about to turn 39.
I'm trying to get him to do something awesome for his 40th next year.
Yeah, he's like, let's do a try on your birthday. I'm like, no, bro. Like, I'm going to plan something that I'm going to really, I mean, not that I don't enjoy doing triathlons. I do, but I just want to make sure.
Well, this guy's bougie too for the 40-year-old birthdays. He's going to Ireland for his buddy's 40th.
No, my buddy's wife's 40th.
Yeah, so you know he's going to have to go a little bit above that. You know?
No, that is above and beyond what I'm going to do for my 40th. 40 I think is kind of a big deal, you know, because like every birthday, Steffi gets mad at me because I'm just like,
I don't care.
I don't fucking care. Yeah. I'm turning 38.
She's the exact same way with me.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just another day. I mean, that's
yeah. 40 I think is a big deal. I kind of want to do like a motorcycle trip somewhere, like go to Ecuador and fucking.
Okay, Mr. Ireland, let's go to Ecuador.
Right? Yeah.
Well,
hey,
it's way less expensive.
And bike ride and motorcycle for a week.
I'd rather go on a cruise.
You think that's a yes or a no? Oh, that's a no. Okay,
that's a no. Steffi is not wild on the idea, but that's kind of what I want to do. I think it'd be super fun. You go up in the Andes and you go down to the ocean.
See, I'll ride a bicycle, babe, because we're going downhill the whole time.
No, you go up it too.
Well, that's what a rope is for.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do for my 40th, but I don't need to go to Ireland with a big group of people, but I am very much looking forward to it because I love Europe.
How about an Ireland trek ride for your 40th?
Well, I don't want to go back to Ireland.
Well, we could do the Wales, Scotland.
I don't know. Something.
We'll look around. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Because 40, like, I didn't really do a whole lot for my 30th. So 40, and like I've, completely changed my life over the past year or so. Right, yeah. So like I want to celebrate that.
Yeah, he found these trek rides where they go from like city to city, and you just take the winding path to a city, drink on bicycle all night on bicycle, drinking a pub all night, stay above it, and then get on your bike and do it again. And you see the whole country that way.
Wow,
yeah, that would That would be very fun.
That'd be sick.
That would be
very
pretty
fun.
cool.
I know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Climb a mountain for your 40th.
Yeah, we keep saying that we're going to do that.
Yeah.
We put
I
together
would do
this.
that. I
Yeah,
haven't climbed a mountain.
yeah, we put together
I've
this
been
whole.
hiking like on the Appalachian before.
Yeah.
But not really.
That counts. I'd say that counts.
It depends if he went up a full mountain because I've hiked the Appalachians.
That counts.
So-
I drove up to a point, saw a point, and then went hiking down the trail for a little bit, and then turned around and went back.
Yeah,
It
no,
counts.
I hiked up one like kind of small mountain thing when I was in Colorado, but I think it'd be really fun. We made like a bucket list thing last year of all the things we want to accomplish in
That's cool.
2025, and I think we're maybe checking off 2.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I am snorkeling in a few weeks. That's not
it was
diving.
scuba diving. Yes.
I know.
Someone afraid of
It's
sharks snorkeling.
Well, sure.
Okay.
What are you giggling at? All I have to do is be able to outswim your ass. That's the only reason why I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I don't get the irrational fear of sharks. I really don't.
No, because I almost got bit once. So
Are you sure it wasn't just swimming by?
no, it was like literally this kid threw the tennis ball out into the water. His mom was like, "No, you can't go get it." So I went and got it for him. As soon as I grabbed it and turned around, the shark just busted some bait fish, like maybe a foot away from my foot.
What kind of
Like,
shark?
Big enough to fuck me up.
Was it a was it a nurse shark?
No, it was probably a reef shark.
Mm.
It was probably a
Where
bull
was this
shark.
at?
Cabo.
Have you had any? You're the Florida guy. Have you had any close calls with sharks or alligators?
Not a single one.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it's pretty rare.
I've seen them. I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't had any encounters.
I'm gonna knock on wood for you.
Yeah, I was in Hilton Head a few years ago for a friend's wedding, and there were. I was surprised how many gators there were all over the place, and in Pensacola, I saw a few too.
And at Disney, it's kind of crazy.
Did you see some at Disney?
Yeah, and they had all the signs up because that kid got eaten at one time. But at
Oh
Disney.
yeah.
Yeah, do not molest the alligators. There's signs all over the place.
It says molest.
Yes.
What?
No, it doesn't.
Are people
It does say
banging
that. No,
alligators down
there's
there?
signs that really say do not molest the alligators.
Oh, I didn't
What?
read those.
Who's diddling alligators?
I have no idea. But if there's a sign for it, someone
Yeah,
has
someone
to have
had to have
done
done
it.
You do hear all those crazy Florida man stories, so maybe
Florida man is real.
Yeah. Yeah. So Dan, how much longer are you in town?
I leave out on Monday,
Nice.
so
nice.
just the
well,
weekend.
Well, we really appreciate you
Yeah.
coming on and doing the race with us. It should be a lot of fun.
I appreciate the invite.
Yeah, of course, man. I'm excited. This is going to be a shorter episode because we do got to get going to our race, but we got to get into our non-scale victories of the week and our goofs of the week. If you want to
Over the last
participate,
4
you can.
days. Okay.
So basically, we go over something that's not weight related that we are proud of,
Yeah.
and then something that we fucked up.
Okay.
So my non-scale victory of the week is just I got out on my bike again, and it felt real good. I only rode about 7 miles, but it felt really good. It was very hot, and I was covered in gnats because all of gnats and mosquitoes because it's just been a swamp lately.
I don't think I have a non-scale victory over the last 4 days.
We didn't do one last week with Pete's Babble.
We didn't do it.
No,
again?
wait, yeah,
we
we
did.
did.
We did. Yeah, because mine was surviving with 3 children last
Yeah,
4
that's
days
true.
ago.
That's true.
Stop giggling.
I know you're non-scale victory of the week. You've been logging your fucking food.
If you want to call that a skill, or a victory.
It is a victory because that's how you're
Punishment.
gonna.
It's a punishment,
that's-
not a victory.
No, it's how you're gonna make progress, dude.
Yeah, well, and my goof up is how many calories I ate yesterday.
Yeah, because he's like, look at my. He's been sending me his log because I'm babysitting him, and I'm like, dude, you told me what you had for breakfast, and you're just like, oh
Well, I didn't
yeah,
have breakfast. It was 2 lunches, and I forgot to add a second serving. Of
yeah,
it, so,
yeah. My
Whoopsie.
goof of the week
That happens.
is it's just my goof of the month. I think is I have not been training as hard as I need to for our triathlon, and I think it's going to be a wake up call.
I haven't hit my exercise minutes the last 2 days.
Oh,
My first 2 days, I haven't hit
I
exercise
have my
minutes,
minutes.
in
Yeah.
3 months.
I just haven't been pushing myself hard.
I just took a couple days off. I haven't taken any time off. So
Yeah,
after swimming, and I want to run, I want to bike, and the rain is just depressing right now because it does not stop.
Yeah, I'm bringing my road bike up to Michigan. I'm going to ride up and down the beach and do 20 miles this week.
You need to hike that sandbar thing.
I did it last time I was there.
Oh, where you had to go down to the water and then back up?
Oh, no, that's not very close. It's close-ish.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think I've seen it.
Maybe I'll do it.
$3,000 fine if you don't make it
Yeah.
up.
Maybe I'll look
rescue
into
you.
it. Yeah, maybe I'll look into it. I think I've been there before, and I did it when I was a kid.
You should
I'll
take
go.
like one of those hiking
'Cause
things
the one
and
thing-
offer people that can't make it up $1,000. I'll drag you to the top.
No way, dude.
Instead
I'd
of
die.
3,000.
I'd die. But Dan, if you want to participate, you can. If not, you don't have to.
And what, the non-scale?
Yeah, and the non-scale victory of the week.
So my non-scale victory of the week is I actually made it to the gym every day
Hell yeah, dude.
before I came. And then my non-scale victory of the week was I ate like shit yesterday.
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, you're on vacation, you know. So yeah, of course.
Did you eat Emos or did you eat a real St. Louis style pizza, which I found out last week?
Yeah.
I like emos, but
Yeah.
I didn't have emos. I just I ate some junk food yesterday.
Nice.
So
And I had an apple fritter for breakfast yesterday.
I had some ice cream and some donuts. So
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I gotta pay it off.
One of my clients is having some issues, and I went out there to go just thank them for being like troopers because they've had a lot of phone issues, and I got them a bunch of donuts. I'm like, you know what? I probably need an apple fritter to go with this. So, I'll take the apple fritter as well.
I've been talking about apple fritters to this guy for about 3 months now because
He had a 2-pound apple fritter
they
not too
make
long ago.
like 2-pound apple fritters at the donut place right beside my
Why am I not
office.
losing weight?
I haven't eaten it though. That's just it.
But you have.
I ate half of it.
Okay, a pound of apple fritter.
Still.
And we were on the phone, and he's like, "I couldn't have been more than 500 calories." And I looked it up, and it was like 2,000 calories.
And you know, once you eat a donut in the morning, you're so hungry by lunch because it's just straight sugar. So you can't not eat again
Yeah,
today.
I know.
Yeah.
So that's the one bad thing about sweets and donuts in the morning is you get that awesome feeling. You get that sugar rush and you crush for like an hour at work. And then you're in that low, it's almost like you're a diabetic low. Right?
Yeah,
And
for
then all of a
sure.
sudden you're starving because those calories just burn off fat. They're just gone.
One thing I do want to ask you is, like, now that you've got the triathlon itch and like you've been running and all this kind of stuff, you said you were going to the gym. Are you still lifting, or are you mainly just doing cardio?
No, I'm still lifting.
Nice.
I've been trying to figure out a routine around work just so I can do both.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. Like, I much prefer doing cardio. I don't know what it is. I have to like really force myself to lift, and this guy, it's all he loves to do is lift. And but I need to get more
you do.
consistent.
Yeah, you do.
I have been doing it more this year, not as much as I would like.
I think in this off season, if you hit the weight room the way you're hitting cardio and doing both, your gains in the tries next year, you're going to be like,
that's
stupid.
that's the plan.
Yeah, it's going to be stupid.
Also, one last thing. So now that you are also a triathlete like we are,
Yep.
Heyo.
what is your favorite part of it? Like the swim, bike, or run?
I like to swim.
Really?
Yes, I've always been a swimmer.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were on swim team too when we were growing
Yeah.
up. Yeah, we weren't on the same team, but I forgot that you were a fucking kick-ass
Yeah.
swimmer as well. Yeah,
Swim and dive team. Till
Yeah.
I was 18.
So what was your time in your first 800 on your swim?
I don't remember.
Oh, you don't.
It was good.
It was good.
It was good. I looked it up. I don't remember what
Was
it
it better
up
than
to.
yours? I hope it was.
My second one was pretty fast.
Yeah, the one that I looked at recently, it was like right around what mine was.
Yeah.
What, like 18 minutes or whatever it was? Or
I did
16?
a 750 in like 16 something.
Okay.
And I think yours was like 16 or 7. It was they were within like
Yeah.
20 seconds
It was
of each other.
17. No, my first one was the one where I choked on the water, and it was like 17 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking killing it, dude.
Oh,
That's
man.
that background of swimming when we were young. Because we were the big guys kicking people's ass in the pool growing
Right.
up. Yeah, because I never was like small.
I've never been small.
Yeah.
I've always been the big,
Dude.
overweight kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now we're just big, in shape triathlete overweight guys. You know.
Mm-hmm.
What's fun? I have the swimming background too. I think my favorite part is the bike though.
Really?
Yeah, I fucking love riding my bike, dude.
I love riding. The biking is my favorite part this year because of the new bikes. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On that mountain bike, trying to keep up with, it's so sad because even on the bikes we have now, those people on those tri bikes, they're barely pedaling and they just
flying.
Zoom by you. And I'm just like,
no, that's just
even on the
being
bike that I rented, it way better for me. But people that are professional,
yeah.
flying.
Part of that is just people being in really good shape. You know?
And they're also spending $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 on a bike.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not spending that much.
No way.
No spank you.
No. Like and follow.
I do want to try bike though. Yeah.
if any tri-bike manufacturers want to sponsor our podcast, we'd gladly review them.
Overweight tri bikes that can hold a heavier weighted person.
Hey, you know, I'm in
sponsor me.
I'm in the 220s, even though that doesn't reflect that, but I did just eat a bagel bacon and I'm wearing clothes. But I'm in the 220s again.
Yeah,
as of this morning.
We are in the Clydesdale division.
Yeah, we did sign up for the fat guy division. Yeah, so I'm going for the podium, dude. I bet we're all going to be over 4 hours. But you know what? It's going to be a blast. We do need to get going to our run. So Dan, thanks again for coming on, dude. It's super good to see you. I think this is the first time I've seen you in person in probably 15 years.
Yeah,
it's been a while since I've seen you in person.
Yeah,
too,
yeah, first time, bud.
Yeah, but make sure you guys sign up for our Market Mile team. Better Together is going. We have our weigh-in tomorrow, which I guess I'm gonna have to do in Michigan.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. Thanks again to Dan. Give him a follow on Instagram. We will see you guys next week. We're going to go get muddy.
Peace out.
Now they're drinking breakfast